What do you get when plans go sideways? The skies turn gray, and then even darker still. When you end up smack in the middle of a roaring car show, and then tackle a much-needed rig repair in the remote backcountry. You get an unforgettable adventure. From greasy repairs to new friendships forged, from mouth-watering truffles to warm hugs with long-lost pals, this journey is chaos, camaraderie, and chocolate. Buckle up, because even when the weather doesn't cooperate, the memories sure do.
Yeah, I went a little bit too far between gas stations. I felt it sputter just over the hill there, so I shut it off quick before I got too much air in the line. Hopefully I didn't get too much air in the lines. We're only like maybe 5 or 10 minutes from Amarillo to fuel stations. I thought we'd make it. The fuel, it was right at empty, but I didn't get a fuel light yet. So I'm like, well, I don't have a fuel light yet. I should be okay to make it to the next fuel station. Guess there isn't one. I mean, guess there isn't a fuel light. There's definitely fuel stations up ahead, but I had this 5-gallon can I wanted to use anyway. This is Mexican diesel, so it's not going to be good for the cold, I wouldn't think. So we'll use it up. And see if we can get this thing started again. Go right in there. I guess shutting it off quick did the trick. It was just a little sputter. We must just got a little bit of air. Hopefully, anyway. I guess shutting it off when I heard the first sputter did the trick.
Won't be doing that again.
Well, it might. Who knows? Okay, on to Amarillo, Texas. Well, guys, I finally broke down. Well, I didn't break. We didn't break down, but I broke down. Since I've been priming that fuel primer to get every morning to get the truck going, it's still working the same as it's been working for months. It's not giving us any problems, but I know it's not going to get better. And I was going to put on a whole new GM fuel filter housing just to keep it all factory and not put a lift pump, because I didn't want to depend on a lift pump. You know, whether if the pump was to fail somewhere, just another thing that can go wrong, another electric component, which I know people say they're great, but I was just going to keep it all factory. But all of the different fuel filter housings that I could put on here, there's 2 different styles, discontinued by GM. So I can't even get a new filter housing. So I'm like, you know what? It's inevitable. I need a lift pump. I called ahead to these guys at DTP Diesel in Amarillo, Texas. We were like yesterday I called them. We were coming close to here. I'm like, well, I'll see if somebody has one in stock. And they're like, no, we don't have one in stock, but I can get you one for tomorrow by noon. And it was like already midday yesterday. And we came into Amarillo last night, got some groceries this morning, got propane filled, came here 2 hours earlier, and it was already here. So these guys are awesome. They're really nice. And I got a fast titanium and the whole kit. I got a couple spare filters, so I'll have them with me. And they also had these things to eliminate the GM fuel filter. You can just stick the 2 hoses on there for a quick elimination. So I don't know if I'll use that or not, maybe, but it was like 20 bucks, so I got that too. And now I just gotta get it installed somewhere down the road. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right.
You've been a lot of help.
No, you bet. You're gonna go try out the Big Texan?
Yeah.
It's not for locals yet.
All right, guys. Thank you. So we waited out the bad weather for a couple days till things looked like they were going to clear up, and then we We're heading to Mount Pleasant, or the Mount Pleasant area. We've been invited by some members of our Patreon community, Jim and Shauna, and we're gonna go visit them, check out the Mount Pleasant area for a couple days, and then see where we're gonna go after that. We're in Pittsburgh, Texas, not Pennsylvania. We're in Pittsburgh now. What was the town we were in there?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant, that's it.
We're going to a chocolate factory.
Yes. So I guess they have a big handmade chocolate shop here. Sweet Shop, USA.
They have truffles. 80,000 square feet.
80,000 square feet of chocolate.
Chocolate goodness.
Swimming in chocolate. Chocolate baths, chocolate pools.
Why don't they do
Surprised you don't smell it outside.
In the Guinness Book of World Records for making the largest truffle in the world.
Come
And
on.
we still hold that title.
What's
Guinness
like
Book of
the
World
best-selling one?
Fudge Love is our signature chocolate, and it tastes like fudge. And then while y'all are here, you know what? I'm just look. It's not every day we get people all the way from Canada, so I'm gonna have y'all try this because we've won awards. It's like the best, and I'll get another one for you. How many out there? 3 or 4?
There's
Four.
four of us all together.
I'll get another one.
What do I got here?
Let's have the experience.
Oh.
Almond truffle bar.
Oh wait,
Almond
y'all are
truffle
allergic
bar.
to any nuts, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm gonna try a piece of this one.
This is the almond.
Wow, that's really good.
Oh, so good.
I'm also gonna have y'all try this. A chocolate too.
Mmm. Look at that. Oh.
Ooey gooey goodness.
Like
That's really
the salt
good.
hits you first. Mm-hmm. When you go to bite into it, that's good.
Salt and dark chocolate is so good.
Holy wow, that's so good. I think I gained 10 pounds just
But
from your
just
description.
thinking about all this stuff.
And then we have our chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered Oreos,
Your Swiss mint
and then we also have the mint one.
and
Milk or dark?
milk, please.
This is what we made our largest truffle in the world out of. It was our largest truffle in the world was the milk Swiss mint truffle.
Nice pops.
Like, look at that. Swiss mint truffle. Oh yeah.
And then we also have
So they do tours of this big chocolate factory, and the person's not here that does the tour today or tomorrow, but we might still get one.
Sneak us in. We just found out that we were served chocolate by the princess and the Duchess of Chocolate. Princess of Chocolate.
Here is my
Is
cards that
princess.
say Princess of Chocolate.
Are you serious? It does. Oh. It totally says she's the Princess of Chocolate.
Wow. I have never met anybody with royalty.
Can I have a title like
Royalty, yes.
That's
Chocolate
cool.
royalty.
that? Princess of Chocolate.
I dub you
Kristen.
the Princess of Video.
The Princess of Video.
So she could
The
knighthood.
GoPro
Give us knighthood.
princess. That's awesome. That's awesome.
So it's between this t-shirt and then this t-shirt. And they're both true.
Our website, there's a link and it'll take you to all of the seasonal catalogs like the Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that stuff.
And can you go on there, order and have it shipped anywhere?
Except for, I mean, we do ship to Canada, but not like Europe.
Okay. As long as you ship to Canada, that's
And we ship to Hawaii.
that's all I really care about. cute.
There we go. And you can get a tour for 15 bucks.
Sweet shop.
We didn't get the
USA.
tour though because we weren't allowed to video in the tour because they have secrets back there.
We're gonna try and set that up for the next time we come to visit. But we got all kinds of goodies, and I bought both t-shirts because they're both fitting.
And lots of chocolate.
Lots of chocolate. So the t-shirts won't fit by the time I'm done the chocolate.
We're on the road again.
We just spent 2 nights in
Yeah, near Mount Pleasant.
near Pleasant at
There, yeah.
Jim and Shauna's.
Which is like kind of northeast Texas. We're east of Dallas, a ways. And it's a pretty nice area, actually. Different than I expected. Very nice and rolling hills and trees. And all. There's everything here. It's a nice place.
Very green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so we had a couple of really nice days just getting to know them, and we went to the chocolate factory, which was pretty awesome, and they drove us around, showed us the area. It was really, really nice.
The hostesses with the mostesses.
And so now I don't know where we're going. We had a plan.
We were going to go to Broken Bow
We had
to
a
go to
plan.
Donut Theory Donut Shop because we went there last year and we liked it.
Yeah, so
Even though we don't usually go back to places we've been to.
don't, but they were so good.
They
So
were really nice and they had good donuts. And they're
closed.
They're open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. is it?
Saturday, I think
Or
so,
Sunday,
something
maybe?
like that. But yeah, they're closed.
But
I think they're
today-
closed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Today's Tuesday. So we're right in the middle of it.
Wah, wah.
Wah.
We're so excited. If we do end up going into Broken Bow by any chance, I'm going to stand on her door and I'm going to pout. I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to tag her on Instagram.
Jim and Shauna said Hot Springs was nice in Arkansas, which is a few hours from here. We were going to go up through Broken Bow and over to Hot Springs, but now we're not going to go through Broken Bow. Broken Bow.
Oh.
We're going to go a little bit more direct and on a new road we've never been on instead of going on a road we've been on because we don't do that often. And we're going to Big Daddy's Donuts.
Oh. Nice. All right. Let's go to Big Daddy's.
They get good rating. They're like 30 minutes out, so I got to sip my coffee so I have some coffee left for donuts.
Nice.
We're in New Boston, Texas
Sweet. Big Daddy's Donuts.
at Big Daddy's Donuts. And there's even parking for us.
Sweet satisfaction.
Doesn't get any better. Let's go check out the selection.
What do you want to get? You want to get like 2 apple fritters?
We're in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Hot. We're going for a little walk. They got lots of old buildings here. Look at that big sucker. And they got some old bathhouses, but they're all closed today.
Our timing is not good. It's
Yeah.
a Tuesday, the beginning of April. Hang on a minute. The Tuesday, the beginning of April, and we're just striking out left, right, and center. So, out of all of the bathhouses that there used to be, I guess there's only 2 that are open still, and they're closed now.
Yeah, one's closed today, the other one closes in 10 minutes.
It's closed now.
There's a good brewery restaurant, but they're not open till tomorrow.
So, I'm striking out.
We can go walk around, look at the old buildings, and see some outside springs, I guess.
But it's
though.
kind of cool. It's like a town, like right in this national park. Like it's kind of neat when
Yeah,
you.
the national park starts just up the road here. We got walk. Let's walk. Looks like this is the row of bathhouses. You got the National Park Office, Lamar
the
Bathhouse.
park store is open. I need a sticker.
Whoa! The Buckstaff Baths. Marianne's on a run for a sticker.
Hi. Sticker.
Oh, nice. Bathhouse opened in 1888. That's an oldie.
And it's closed.
The Fortis Bathhouse. Opened in 1915. A hot water fountain. Look at it steaming.
Doesn't smell though.
Oh, it's hot.
Just stick your finger in it. It burns your finger right off.
And the Superior bathhouse.
Well, this is the craft brewery.
Oh, this is the one open tomorrow. Look at that truck over there.
Oh, there's a bridge. Just maybe should go check that out.
Oh, looks like we got a new bridge. We might have some camping spots here too. Oh, I think the approach for the bridge washed out at some point is what happened. Looks like a pretty hefty bridge. I don't think there's any issue with that.
It's gonna hold us.
It looks really solid, yeah. It's a heavy concrete bridge. No problem.
I don't like this at all.
Your destination is on the left.
You have arrived. Good morning, everybody. We got a nice little spot in the woods. We're probably about an hour from Little Rock, Arkansas. We just pulled in on some dirt roads, and there were some pretty small dirt roads. We were kind of headed into the area of some sort of a, I think it's maybe state park campground or something, but there were some overlander spots around. But I think we turned in a road way too far down the highway. And we're close to that campground now, so we're kind of parked up here in the trees. And Marianne's working on a video, I'm working on the truck. We are going to install this fast fuel pump, or at least get it started anyway. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete it or not. If the kit comes with enough hose, we'll see. I have already mounted the pump. I didn't bore you the time of me figuring out where I was going to put it and everything. It comes with this bracket, which the kit is made for a regular pickup, not a Kodiak, which mounts to a box bolt, which is differently shaped than these ones, which didn't really work out well on this one. It did have this metal bracket already to support the side of the box. So I just basically used the stock bracket as a spacer. I drilled into this metal bracket and bolted it on there. So we're bolted on good. Now I gotta run the hoses. I gotta run a feed hose. I gotta split the fuel line on the frame here. Take the bigger line in the back off. I have a tool, separate that. Then I'll have a line from the pump going into the one to the tank, a line from the pump hooking into the feed line going up to the front. And then I'll have a third line that goes back to the filler neck. There's a fitting that goes in the filler neck to return extra fuel. So now that the pump's hanging there, I'm gonna get the wiring harness all set up and hook it into power ground and ignition triggered fuse under the hood. Note to anyone installing harnesses, check the connectors. I pulled on this green connector in here and it pulled out. So that probably would have let me down on the road. So I just rebent the tab, put it back in, and actually pulled the wire up in the harness to give it a little bit, make it a little bit less tight, and put a new zip tie to hold them all together. So we'll get these plugged in up front. I have the positive feed, so this is a full-time battery feed on one of these battery studs. These are direct battery power. The ground I'm going to hook to this bolt here, which mounts this whole assembly that the computers and fuse boxes are mounted on, which other things ground through that, so it should be a good ground. I've scraped all the paint off the base of the thing here. I do have good ground just to this bolt head, and the back of the nuts clean, so that should get a good ground. And then I'm going to go into one of these fuses on top, find one that is a battery switched feed, and hook to that. With the power on tight, the ground on, I've stole ignition power from a fuse back here, which is a engine 1 10 amp fuse, and we should be able to run the wire out of the corner of the box right there. So that's our ignition feed wire. Got everything zip tied, fairly clean. Run it down. The inner fender goes here, so it's down with all the other wiring. I have it crossing the frame down there and going to the pump. I just need to add a couple more zip ties along this side, and we are good for wiring. So now that the wiring's all done and the pump's mounted, I need to put the return line in, or put all the lines in. I'm going to start with the return line. I already put the fitting in, which was pretty easy. Just goes into the filler neck. There was a metal joiner in there already, so all I had to do was unclamp it and replace it with this one with a hose fitting on it. Hose fitting comes out the top of it there, and I was able to run the hose over the inner fender right to the pump. So I just need to stick that on there and clamp it, and then figure out the other end. So these are the fittings. They're like a flared fitting, so you don't have to torque them very tight, the same as like a spark plug. Those need to go on these lines, which they say to use a bit of oil. Then just shove them in, and then they're supposed to hold. Hopefully they do. Really, there's not a whole lot of pressure, 10 psi on the pressure side. And then we have this one that clips onto the one end of the fuel line, and this one that clips into the other end of the fuel line. So we just got to get those hooked up, and I think we'll be rocking. I got the hose run for the return. I have my tool to separate the fuel line fitting to get these hooked up. Hopefully I can get it disconnected. Kind of a little old, but we'll see what happens. So before I hook up the fuel lines, I am going to put the filters on. I don't know how much fuel is going to run back, and so I'm going to get these filters on so we don't spill any fuel. I need to get this tool in this back fitting here, so I'm going to maybe see if I can move this one out of the way. I don't know if I want to disturb them too much, rust the old lines. Then we got to get these two hoses hooked up. So I think I'm going to put the camera down while I wrestle with that. Well, it wasn't easy, but I got them hooked up. The one line to one side of the connector and the other line to the other side of the connector. The little fingers in there, they get crud and stuff in there, and sometimes hard to release. I wrestle with it for a while, but I finally got it apart. So we will fire this pump up. It should bleed itself, I believe, with the return line. So hopefully that's a fact, and we can get this thing running again, and we're not stuck back in the bush in Arkansas. So technically now, when I turn the key on, that thing should start pumping, and it should purge itself. My only other concern, if that all works good, once I'm running 7 psi or whatever it is up here, and I still have the stock filter housing on, am I going to leak fuel where I was sucking air before? We will see. It's running. I can hear it. My compressors are loud. I got to put my ear right to it. But it is running fuel. So it should technically get fuel back to the filler neck to purge all the air out of that thing, out of the filters. You could actually hear fuel running in here. Yep. So it might start. See if we have any fuel leaking out anywhere. They don't seem to. Well, let's see if it'll start. I don't know how much air we introduced to the lines. We might get a stall. It's a little bit rough. I just put the PTO switch on to bring the idle up a bit. Didn't even stall. Imagine that. Let's check for leaks. Well, there's our stall. Technically though, it should just pass it through with that pump. Still hear it running. I think we got a lot of air. Open the bleeder screw and let some air out of there. Hopefully that was it. We just passed a bunch of air out of the filters. Not sure what you do once you bypass the filter housing. You don't have a bleeder anymore. Seems good. No fuel leaking. I guess we won't know till we hit the road now. See if it runs the same or better. We will see. Well, we're moving campsites. Internet was too slow to upload a video where we were with the trees blocking the Starlink too much, so we're testing out the fuel pump. First hill out of the campsite, stalled. I think it just, as when the front of the truck came up, I think it passed a little bit more air that was in the filters maybe. I just had to give it another bleed like I did the first time, and it seems good. The road's getting a little narrower. Hopefully there's not as many branches on this road because I don't really have room to go around them much. I don't want to go off the side of this. Well, we got ourselves out of the woods so we can get some Starlink with a clear view of the sky, and I see my housing is leaking a little bit somewhere on top there, so I'm gonna have to bypass it. The guys sold me this with the pump. They offered it as a little bit of a time saver to connect these two hoses together up here, which that'll be great. It was like 20 bucks or something, so I'm gonna see if I can do this without taking the filter housing off. I got one hose there and one in behind. Thinking maybe if I take the filter off, I can get those hoses down and connect them together. All right, so I got those hoses off, got this 180 loop in place, so it's bypassing the filter, and I think I'm just gonna leave the filter off. Our fueling system issue we've been dealing with over the past 7 months should be done now. Yeah, I know I could have put the fast pump on a long time ago, but I was really just kind of hoping to change the filter head when I got home and leave it stock and not have to rely on a pump. But the heads are all discontinued, so it's not really an option to get a new filter head. I tried resealing it twice and never had any luck. It still leaked. Now the new pump's on. I can see it's leaking out of there, so it was the filter head. Now it's bypassed, it's gone. We're running fast filters, fast pump, and fingers crossed that it lasts a really, really long time and doesn't leave us stranded somewhere. If it came down to where the pump did fail, I could always just connect those fuel lines together underneath the truck, hook the fuel filter head back up, and theoretically still run as good as I am right now, as long as that filter head is still good at that time. But hopefully it never fails and we just keep on trucking. Look at the size of those waves. Wow, it's pretty big waves for the river. Oh, a little bit of windy. Gonna be in Tennessee now, maybe?
Oh, look, there's a tree down there. Oh, like that just came down. Are we gonna fit past that? That just happened. There's a big thunderstorm warning for here. They just had the tornadoes like last week. been hunkered down. Actually, in New Mexico and Texas and Arkansas and whatnot, there's been tornadoes and flooding and all kinds of just horrific weather coming all the way up. I think there was Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but everybody got hit by these big storms. There's been flooding constantly along our way today. This morning we left Arkansas. We went through Arkansas, Mississippi, a tip of Alabama, and anytime now we should be crossing into Tennessee.
If we're not already, I don't know.
We may already be, and she just hasn't.
There's another river, so maybe that's it. We're close.
And she just hasn't
So we were
told us
just
yet.
a little bit west of Little Rock, Arkansas, camped up in the woods there. Then we just kind of went through Little Rock, and we went a little bit south while we were going east and stayed under Tennessee. And now we're coming up on a scenic drive called Natchez Trace Parkway.
Well, we're not. We're on it. We've been on it.
We're coming up north into Tennessee on this Natchez Trace Parkway.
Yeah. And my phone's been going off with severe thunderstorm warning again. Like, these poor people haven't had enough. So hence all the fallen trees. So we've been going through along this drive, and there's been trees down constantly. We just sort of assumed that it had been from the tornadoes and the winds and such that they've had, but it seems like this storm that we're currently in is bringing a bunch of stuff down too. So hopefully we can get through this really heavily wooded area and to our camp spot for the night before it really ramps up, because it's supposed to go between now and 11 p.m. It's 6 o'clock now. It's supposed to go up until 11. And just,
Oh, tree down.
another tree down. Wow. Look at that. Like, the roots are up and everything. Yeah, well, we can't go down. We'll tip over.
How you doing? Yeah, it's the angle I don't like.
Yeah, now once you come up, you're all right. Like I said,
Yeah.
I went down it with my four-wheel drive.
Yeah, I think I'll go straight down and back
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
try that.
Well,
But I'm with you.
going down here.
Ow. Tree down just up there. Wow. We're gonna go this way. Oh, another tree.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow. Okay. Going around. Holy.
Turn right onto Lauderdale County 14.
We're making it up as we go.
Holy snorkies. No, I'm thinking our road's closed.
Is there an it? Tree down up there? Oh. Alright.
That's a heck of a rig.
Thanks. So we can't get around that tree? Okay.
I don't know where you're going, but I figured Gravely Springs Park or something.
Yeah, we were just gonna go camp down by the river somewhere there.
But there,
Okay. Change of plans. The route we were gonna go down is covered in trees. We cannot get around. There's a couple guys there from looks like the highways that said absolutely not, you cannot go that way, and we let them know about all the trees down the other way, so they gotta go check that out too. So, and apparently in the road that we're currently on, one had come down, but they just cleared it so we can get past that. So we just really need to find somewhere safe to go. Because this ain't it. alarm with some more warnings, some Doppler thing, and of course, just as I go to open it, run out of cell service. But they're tracking this storm, so we gotta hunker down. So see what happens along the way. Fallen trees.
Yeah, there's like a boat launch or something on the side of the highway back here that is an Overlander spot.
Yeah.
That we were going to go down in the woods by the river and camp, but probably not the best idea if there's going to be trees falling down and stuff. So it'd be easier to get out of a parking lot by the highway in the morning.
I think we're going away from the storm. It's brightening up, going back in this direction, so fingers crossed that was the worst of it, and it's not going to be a crazy night.
There's some pretty heavy duty clouds up there though. What's the technical term for them? Cumulus humongous?
I'm choosing not to look at those, and I'm just looking at the sunshine.
There's sunshine.
There's sunshine, lots of it. They're clearing the one big tree here at the end of the bridge. That one we came through, that we just must have just fallen before we got there. So they're clearing that now, so we'll have to wait our turn to go around. Made it.
We're back where we drove by 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, we're at the Colbert Ferry Recreation Area. So it seems nice and calm here so far. Hopefully it stays that way. There's another van lifer here, another truck camper. So I think we're just going to hunker down and hope for the best.
And for the record, we're still in, what state are we in? We're not in
Mississippi.
Tennessee.
No, Alabama.
No, we crossed into Alabama.
We're in Alabama.
We didn't even know we were going to go in
I
Alabama.
didn't even know
today.
that.
So we left Arkansas. We drove through the north end of Mississippi. And now we're in Alabama. And then tomorrow morning we'll cross into Tennessee.
So we never did cross into Tennessee.
Not quite. We almost did.
Oh, we thought we were going to have a four-state day.
So close.
That's okay.
It
We're
was
in
a 3-state
Alabama.
day.
All right.
We didn't even really plan on driving that far. But we did.
We did. All right.
Tennessee tomorrow.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Well, we got a beautiful quiet spot here on the Tennessee River. This is a old ferry dock, I guess, along the side of the Natchez Trace Parkway. So we're heading out of, what state are we heading out of? Alabama, I think. Don't quote me on that. Into Tennessee. And I don't know, then I think maybe we'll, once we get into Tennessee a bit on this parkway, I think we'll turn east and kind of head towards the mountains along the southern Tennessee, and just kind of see what looks good and turn in the directions of what looks good. And it's a beautiful day for driving. Let's get rolling. We didn't take a lot of video today, but we put on some miles and we came across the southern part of Tennessee over to, damn it, I forget the name. That's not like me. Chattanooga. And we got some propane in Chattanooga. And then we headed north towards kind of Knoxville way. And we forgot to take something up for supper, so we got pizza in Spring City, which is only like 10 minutes from here. And then we went on this like overlander spot. I don't think you can see out the window, but it's all a lake. Nice little spot. And it's called Watts Bar Lake. So we're going to camp out here tonight and then figure out where we're going to do, or where we're going to go, what we're going to do tomorrow.
Loving the adventure? Don't forget to show your support. Hit that like button and drop us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a moment of the journey. It helps us keep exploring and sharing the magic with you.
We're in Pigeon Forge. There's like a crazy amount of lifted trucks and stuff around here. I guess there's some sort of a truck show going on. Lots of lifted trucks, super wide rims. This is a sweet street truck here. The car show thing going on over here. Wow, that's a madhouse. Look at all everywhere. Every parking lot is just full of cars.
Spring edition. Who knew?
Yeah.
Not us.
The things you stumble across when you drive 20,000+ miles. You just wander across things.
Our GPS kept trying to get us around Pigeon Forge. And Gord's like, no, we'll go through the town so you can see the town.
See the town.
Wow.
For hours.
For hours. It's taking forever. And then we move a little bit and then we break into a whole nother section of like hardcore congestion.
Kind of think we're, I don't know, maybe not.
And we're not. We're like right in it. That only took 3 hours.
Yeah, that's easy.
I don't know, how long did that take us to get through?
Probably an hour and a half.
A long
But it's
time.
the first drive-through car show I ever been to.
That is wild. It's too bad we didn't know about it beforehand, but now we'll know to watch for it. Try and hit that up another time. But Pigeon Forge, I guess, like I was looking online and they have like tons of car shows. They have Truck Fest in September, which I think would be really cool. So, but it's kind of cool. Everybody thought we were part of the show. We're probably going to show up on a lot of Instagram stories. But it's pretty neat. It was a very different experience, and I kind of think that like the people that are actually in the show, they seem to throw out like Mardi Gras beads or something. They've all got them in their trucks, and you see the spectators walking and they have like collections of these Mardi Gras beads around their neck. So if you know what they're for, if that's how it's done, like during the parade or however that works, that they give out the beads, let us know. I'm curious how that all works. Now we are entering into the Smoky Mountain National Park
We're headed to Gatlinburg.
Parkway. But we're in the National Park Parkway right now, which is really pretty. And then apparently we're going towards Gatlinburg. So we're in Smoky Mountain National Park, taking the scenic byway through, I guess up and over the Smoky Mountains.
Heading over to Cherokee.
And there were signs down at the bottom saying that a couple of the routes are closed due to snow and ice, and to watch for snow and ice along this route. Right now it's really nice. There's spring flowers and everything, but when we look up ahead and we see the mountaintops, they're all covered in fresh snow. So
I don't know if we go that high, but we'll find out.
I don't know, we're gonna see. So pretty! And my hand is frozen! Wow, that's fun.
Down the other side.
Welcome to North Carolina.
Whoa,
North Carolina?
North Carolina. Even threw ice confetti at us as we drove in.
Yeah, they were like, welcome!
We're going to visit our friends near Asheville, North Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. We haven't seen Aaron and Amy in a couple years.
Couple years.
Quite a few years.
Holy, I don't think we've seen them since like 18 or 19.
Yeah, hey, that
18,
long.
It's a long time.
Wow. And we've never been to visit them on their home turf.
600 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Is legit. Look at Aaron next to it. He looks like a little kid.
Yep. It's gonna hit the tree. Oh.